Come on up, Jerry.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Come on, Jerry.
We got LuAnn in the audience for moral support here too, but
It's a long, lonely walk.
He's super excited to be here.
so excited.
On the top
Oh,
here.
Ecstatic.
There you
so
go.
so ready with multiple exclamations.
You go on that side of her.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about why you joined and a little bit about your background.
I joined because I was working at a place, and 10 days before Christmas, got laid off, and so that was good.
Oh.
And then I went to work for Jeffrey Ross, which he's a
He's a member here
member,
too, yeah.
and he was talking at lunch about this every day. So
You guys went way back to.
yeah.
He was a customer of yours
he
for
was
a
a
long
customer of
time,
mine.
and yeah.
ran machine shop for 19 years, or I was at the machine shop 19 years and ran it for 14. And
So you went to work with Jeffrey, and he just talked about it nonstop at lunchtime.
yeah, and now then
about
we
real
talk
estate investing
nonstop all day.
Cool.
So anyway,
Awesome. So you started with some multifamily at first. So you did the passive thing,
yep.
but you've bought 2 houses so far this year. So
I bought one in February, and it finally got finished like June 15th.
okay,
And
it's a pretty big transformation. We'll see some
yeah,
pictures
it was,
here in a minute
it was.
too. So.
And I bought the other one in May, so it's a third of the way done.
Okay.
So they're both major projects.
Yeah,
So.
but that's where you get that's where you make some of the big bucks is through some of those big projects. So, okay, so tell us a little bit about what happened that led you to. You already mentioned you got laid off. Went to work with Jeffrey. I guess we kind of already talked through this, but you came to the 2-day seminar.
Right.
So what do you remember about that first 2-day seminar that you came to?
Desperate people do desperate things.
Okay.
I needed something done, so
Yeah.
we. I'd been saving money, and also 401ks and stuff, and I had transferred one of my 401s into an annuity that I think I got 3% interest over 8 years. It was doing great.
I think you're doing a little bit better than that on your houses.
Yeah.
So.
So
All right. Well, this one here is the first house you bought, right?
Yes,
Here
ma'am.
in Cleburne, about an hour away or so from where we are.
Y'all know where
So-
Cleburne is? South side of town, right?
Yep. But they do have a super Walmart there, so we know they've got a good blue collar
It's
workforce
and an HEB.
and yeah.
Hey.
So good pool of renters there in Cleburne. So quite a transformation. I mean, it looks like you had asbestos siding on the outside here. Looks like you put smart siding on the front of it. Major transformation. There's Jeffrey. All right. It's all your fault. Incredible transformation.
Yeah, it was really a messed up house. They had the living room as a bedroom, and then there was a little area for a sitting, or I'm not sure. And one bedroom really wasn't even a bedroom. The closet was outside in the hall, and it was a mess, all chopped up.
Yeah.
And we
you-
took all the walls down.
Yeah. So opened it up, and you were telling me that one of the neighbors came in.
She came over. I was down there last weekend doing some stuff, and she came over and wanted to look at the house. She had been friends with the people that lived there previously, and she couldn't believe what we had done because the flooring was plywood that stuck up every now and then. It wasn't even flat floor. So, and there was holes all in the walls. You could see the grass from inside.
Cool.
You bought a real turd.
Yeah. We didn't just slap lipstick on it either. So,
Yeah. Really huge transformation. So Very, very nice, very beautiful. And how did you get this rehab done? Did you do all this work yourself? Or?
Oh God, Carlos did it.
Okay, REA Construction.
and,
Okay, cool, cool.
Danny Gentry sold me the house.
Oh yeah, I think I saw him over there. Yeah,
He
cool. And awesome. Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit about the numbers here. So cash out of pocket. Actually, we were projecting on your refi loan. We were projecting and we were estimating a little high, so it actually came out a little bit lower
came
than
out
that,
a little lower,
which is good. But we were being conservative
Yeah.
on that estimate, which is good. So actually, that cash out of pocket came out a couple thousand lower, which means that equity capture was a little bit lower. So that unrealized gain is actually probably closer to 50% when it's all said and done, right? After repair value, $237. You bought it at 107.
Yeah.
About 88,000 on the rehab, and some a little bit less than 22,000 actually on the closing costs when it was all said and done. So a little over 20,000 on equity capture when it was all said and done, and $420 a month, which is eerily close to what you had on your first house too.
206. Oh yeah, 419.
Yeah. So 10% cash on cash, quite a bit better than that annuity.
It's
I
a
would
little
say.
better.
So
Yeah.
excellent.
So
Awesome.
it's been nightmares at times and really good at others.
The first one's always a little scary.
Yeah.
So, but you made it through. You,
Oh, yeah.
You did great. So.
Yeah.
So we got two. So got one in progress right now that you mentioned. So overall, I got about $50,000 in unrealized capital gains between the two, and you gave yourself a $7,000 a year raise. Way to go.
Right.
Give them a hand. That's fantastic. All right, so tell us what's changed since you joined.
Nothing really.
You got a little extra money. You got a $7,000 a year raise. I mean, that's a little.
We've not seen it really, but my wife did retire last year, so.
Awesome.
But
Got some-
she taught school for 35 years, so she was done.
Yeah, but you're getting some passive investment
Yes.
distributions as well, so making some mailbox money also. So very good. But you're on the path.
We're on the way,
Yeah, very good.
so.
Excellent. All right, so tell us what's next. What are your short-term and long-term goals?
More vacations and more houses,
Okay, that'll do it. Sounds about right.
so,
Sounds like the lifestyle to me. So
yeah.
cool.
Probably have to wait till after the first of the year to get another house, it's.
In due time. That's okay. Yeah. All right. So you mentioned your team earlier. I know got Danny Gentry over here with Lifestyles Realty found you the house.
Yep.
Come here, Danny. We got a lot of people online that didn't want to brave the heat and come in. Get over here. There you go. This is Danny.
Hey.
Here. Hi, Danny. Hello.
Hello.
It's on. You got to hold it close.
I'm
What do
on.
you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I sell real estate.
All right.
And I manage these awesome agents over here.
So you mentioned you got this from Danny. How hard was it to find, Jerry?
Well, we went through, I think, 3 houses before this one.
Okay.
Mostly title issues, I guess.
Okay.
And
That's not abnormal for the types of properties we buy.
yeah,
Right? Now, were you out looking or was Danny looking for you?
both.
Both.
I mean, I took him MLS deals. He came with the other deals, and yeah,
All right. So
So-
you tag teamed it.
Yeah.
Good deal. And then this one just happened to come through Danny?
yes.
All right. Was it an email blast?
I think this was one Jeffrey and I were looking at actually. And
Oh, you stole it from your boss.
Heck yeah, man. I stole the other one from him, too.
You stole both of them from your boss.
if my memory's right, it was an MLS deal originally, and then it was a wholesale deal that we sold to him.
Yeah.
Danny came to me and goes, you want it now? I said, nah, just give it to Jerry.
That's a good boss. He just gave you the house.
You were looking at multifamily stuff.
That's the abundance mentality, though. So you weren't trying to hoard it all for yourself. You wanted to see Jerry one too. So that's awesome. Cool.
That's really great. So, Danny, want to put you up here so the people online know who you are when you send out those email blasts.
Great.
And give you a little shout out because Danny moves a lot of product. You're a rock star within Lifestyles Realty, aren't you?
I'm a humble guy. But
I know,
sure.
I can tell because you won't agree with me. So we'll say what he won't. He's rocking it. He's
Yeah,
rocking it.
I enjoy my job and finding property for you guys. So.
And that's what he does. He finds property for the members. So give him a hand. Thank you for coming up here, and then we'll carry on with Jerry.
All right. And then you had some vendors on the vendor team that you worked with.
Capital Concepts.
Got
Kerry was
Kerry.
very simple to work with, or I'm simple, so he had to be smart. So took good care of me.
Cool. And then you mentioned Carlos was your general contractor from REA Solutions, made that transformation happen. So you didn't have to lift anything heavy or swing any hammers or break any nails or. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It works out.
Okay. Well, what would you tell the first time person tuning in or visiting today? What advice would you give them?
I mean, you've got to pursue it. It's not going to come to you usually. You've got to work at it a little bit, and you got to make that step and put it out there. You got to do it.
Awesome. All right. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I'm curious as to why you went passive first and then single family. It's usually the opposite.
So why did you go passive first and then come back to single family?
I didn't think I wanted to deal with renters, and then after Jeffrey was telling me how simple it was, because you rebuild the whole house.
All his fault. I didn't just say that for no good reason.
Then you don't have the issues of the plumbing going out and the sewer backing up or whatever. So it lasts for 5-6 years, and then you get rid of it. So.
All right. Any questions online?
We got one here with
Yes.
Troy. Tyler.
That rehab cost that we saw there for Cleburne, was that pretty close to projected?
Was the rehab pretty close to the projected?
Yeah, I mean, we had some overages, the tree trimming stuff. There's just stuff,
Couple
not-
things. It ended up being a few thousand higher, if I
It
remember
wasn't
right.
terrible.
Yeah.
So you ate your contingency that Carlos built, right?
Your contingency, you had a contingency in there with Carlos, so you used.
Well, no, we took that out and at the beginning because we really tore down all the walls, and he took that out. So, but I did have a contingency with the hard money that they didn't, Carlos didn't have on his side,
Okay.
but I had it on.
So you had a cushion built into your budget that
but
you.
not enough.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's not terrible.
Yeah, it was originally like 80, still in the 80,000 range. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
One over there.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get your tenant in place?
I had one before it was finished.
How long did it take you to get your tenant in place? Sorry for the folks online. Say it again.
I had one before it was finished, but it didn't finish on time, so she backed out, which she needed to move. And then it's taken about 3 more weeks after it was complete to have this tenant that I have now. And, they're a family, 2 kids and
Cool.
wife.
Okay.
Now, who leased it? Did you lease it?
Yes. I had a
You
sign,
who didn't want to deal with people.
I had a sign in the front yard.
You
Yeah.
just stuck a sign in the yard and people
Sign in the
started
front
calling you.
yard. And
Look at that. Jeffrey was right.
yeah, he was. You hate that, right?
We all need a boss like him.
Okay.
Go ahead and do the rest.
Okay, Jeffrey, you go.
So what did your boss keep telling you had to do?
What did your boss keep telling you had to do?
Get your
Yeah, I had to get my shit together. So
Whoa, this is a family place. Whoa.
I still don't have it together.
It's all right. Leo, what you got?
I was going to say, how did you get your tenant in advance? Even one that, were you marketing in advance?
I had the sign out front for a couple of months, and
That would be proactive.
Leo wants to know, the question was, how'd you get the tenant before the property was done? How'd you get your resident
Mark
lined
did
up
before he
before
got-
it was done? And I'm going to jump in there as well and say, you did what you were taught. So if
Right.
you've taken the seminar, we tell you, when does marketing start? The day after it funds, not closes, because you got to make sure that it funds, right?
Well-
and then you start marketing. Did you do that?
Yeah, well.
High five. Way to go. Yeah. All right. So,
But I pulled the sign out of the front yard because I had it rented, and then that fell through, so I had to put it back out. And, you know, I didn't have a phone number on it either, so I finally put a phone number on it. And so I had an email.
I'm taking that high five back.
He said he didn't want to deal with people.
I had an email, you know, but
Next time you end up putting a phone number on it and keeping it.
Yeah, get the phone number on there. All right.
All right. Very good. All right.
Oh, is there another one? You're going to do another one?
well, I've got it in process.
Oh, you got another one. So when that one's done, are you going to do another one? You said early next year.
hopefully.
You already
yeah.
caught the bug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
That was simple. I wanted houses for years. Had a boss that had probably 100 houses. And
Was it this one?
no,
No, not this one. Okay.
This guy,
You attract unique bosses.
yeah, well, I ran a little machine shop, and the boss, the guy that owned it, had about 100 houses in Watauga. And he's like, oh, just buy a house, put people in it. That's how you.
It's that simple, right?
But he didn't explain anything, wouldn't tell you. So,
Now, you also mentioned some passive deals. We were talking about it before.
Yeah.
You've got 3, right?
got 3.
And one's fairly fresh. It's not paying out yet, but you got 2 others.
Got 2 others.
How are they doing?
They're paying.
They're paying.
Not exactly what we want, but you know, it's 4 or 5%, and they're looking better.
Good deal.
Cool.
So it's all up from here, man.
All up, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Nicole,
you,
last
thank you.
word. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, well, I mean, great job for getting out there.